All right, guys, we are back with another video. We're going to get these out as much as we can because I believe July is going to be a big opportunity in the stock market moving forward for investors in the right companies. So, let me preface, of course, by saying that I am not a financial advisor. So, anything that I share with you is my own opinion and my own research. Stock markets depend on many factors, especially with the current administration that we have. Things can change pretty much from night and day. So take that into consideration. Manage your risk. This is not a get rich quick plan. All these companies that I'm talking about, in my opinion, are for the future, long term, but may see some short term gains as well. Should see. And then, of course, the more due diligence that you do, the better. All right, guys, remember that stock market is more helpful to the patient. And if you aren't willing to own something for 10 years, try not to think about it for 10 minutes and know what you own and why you own it. So we are going to get into Airship AI holdings today. Let me preface by saying there are a lot of AI stocks out there, so please be careful, guys. Do your own due diligence. I have heard of BBAI, which I am a fan of as well, but this is the one that I also believe will be hitting the stock market pretty hard and kind of a one that's been under the radar, right? So before we get into the charts, we're going to look at what AISP is. So yes, it is an AI company specifically used for surveillance of not crime, but yeah, anything related to crime, right? So using police, border patrol. Let me just read it. So I'm going to read here. Airship AI Holdings serves federal government agencies, including the Department of Homeland Security, Department of Justice, Department of Defense, intelligence community, as well as state and local law enforcement and commercial clients such as FedEx and Home Depot. Very nice. I did not know that part about FedEx and Home Depot. So the Department of Homeland Security has awarded Airship AI multi-million-dollar contracts for integrated solutions using Outpost AI to support intelligence operations along U.S. borders. Guys, think about where we are as a country right now. There is going to be money going into this exact type of company. Not just Airship, don't get me wrong, but this is one of them. All right. Outpost AI is an edge-based hardware and software solution that allows clients to process and analyze video and sensor data locally. This is owned by Airship, okay? Reduces cost. That's going to be big for companies, right? Every company wants to do that, especially with something that every company has to have essentially is surveillance and stuff like that, right? And they've received multiple awards. We love to hear it. So do they have contracts right now? So yes, right now, notably, they've secured a $4 million contract for an agency within the U.S. Department of Homeland Security. So to me, that is a contract, of course, not very much at all, but that's them being in the door of, hey, we might be able to trust these guys, right? A la Palantir, who started off around this price and went through a roller coaster, don't get me wrong, but look at them now, right? So in my opinion, ties to the Department of Defense is just it's a very good thing, Department of Justice and all that, because the nation's security will always be and will probably even more so in the future be a big part of what we do as a nation, in my opinion. So and then they, of course, I like what they do. They go into commercial like FedEx and Home Depot. I like that, right? Maybe on the vehicles and whatnot, right? Or protecting people who may be doing deliveries, right? Because that's, you never know. There's a crazy world out there, so maybe having some sort of body camera for people who are doing deliveries. All right. So now to the charts. Okay. So before I go into the exact charts that I'm looking at, I have been following Airship for about a year. It's kind of been hovering in the 450 range for this whole time. Liberation Day prices were about 330, and that's kind of where the low was, maybe before that 315. All right. So it has been very resilient since the big news around Liberation Tariff Day. So as many stocks have, don't get me wrong, it's kind of been a lucrative stock market, right? But where are we going from here? So if this is the one day, I'm going to go ahead and cut it to the 4 hour so we can look at a little bit longer term, and then we'll go into the 15. Excuse me. So if we look at the 4 hour, right, we broke through the let's go a little bit further out. Ooh, see, just a tough trip, right? They kind of got mixed around, bumped around that time in Liberation, as many companies did, and then they gapped up right here. So if you guys don't know, this was their earnings. Almost positive this was their earnings. I do know that they over performed on earnings. So we want to understand that they have a momentum play right now. They're overperforming, and I hope they continue, and I believe they will in their next earnings. But right there, they really gapped up overnight because of their earnings. I remember that. I was very happy about that. So in my opinion, if we can hold above 487 for the next week or two, watch out, because earnings, I believe, is August 4th or August 14th. If they overperform, which I really hope they do, then just watch out for this stock. AI, I believe, is still very hot. Airship has just a very high relevance in the future of surveillance within national security. So it's not worth, or it's definitely worth taking a look, guys. Of course, do your own due diligence. If we look at volume, right, volume, big green days that have really helped us, right, and just kind of, what do they call it? It's not impulse, but the other one. It's when it corrects, right? A correction, right? Impulse, right? Earnings overperformed. Impulse buy. You guys need to know what an impulse buy is. It gapped up. Everybody wanted in, but then it corrects. It has to, right? This has options, not like Surf M, right? You guys need to understand Surf M, and retail investors own Surf M, so I highly recommend looking at Surf M. But with something like Airship and a lot of other stocks, they are not owned majority retail. There's a lot of institutions that are involved that will cause the price to fluctuate where they want it to, but good companies will be resilient. And if you look right here on the 4 hour, they broke through 618 and it gapped up. So be ready. We're holding strong with Airship. Okay. Now, if we go to the 15-minute, kind of just a month out, or this past month, let's see what we're doing. So 1 month out, 15-minute. See, we're kind of in a downtrend right now, right? As of July 9th. So is this the best time to buy? In my opinion, no. I do believe that this could fall maybe down to about 470 maybe. So I'm going to maybe put an order in for about 470. So in my opinion, this is not necessarily the time to buy, but I mean, look at that RSI, guys. It's getting so low. I really think that this is about to pop off. So let me know what you guys think. Hit that like and subscribe, guys. That's all I need you guys to do. If this is helping you, let me know. We're all in this together, but this is true investing, in my opinion. My intentions are good, trust me. So let me know what you guys think. Airship AI, ticker AISP. Talk to you guys later.